What's happening, you guys? Teaching Harmon, aka Relative on YouTube, overrated_, on Twitter. This is my quick review on the SummerSlam pay-per-view event that the WWE provided us. Let's get right down to it. As far as Jon Stewart being the host of the show, I wasn't wild about it either. John, you may not be doing the Daily Show anymore, but you certainly could have been a better host on this wrestling. You love wrestling, but I just didn't understand the things that he did on the show tonight, so we'll explain to that in a minute. But let's get with the matches. Sheamus versus Randy Orton. I told you to pick Sheamus to win the match, and he did just that. It was an okay match, but I'm glad this feud between him and Randy Orton is over. In the match we have for the Tag Team Championship, Fatal 4-Way. I wanted you to pick PrimeTime players to retain their titles, but it turned out it was the New Day who gets their second time being WWE Tag Team Champions. Next match we had Rusev and Dolph Ziggler. I wasn't really wild about this match, really not at all, even though Lana and Summer Rae was giving us a show just about as they were giving us a show. But I wanted you to pick Rusev to win the match, but in turn, WWE had made both Ziggler and Rusev both being counted out for a double count out. And I think something between the mixed tag team will be developing, probably on Raw or maybe at the next pay-per-view at Night of Champions. That's just my opinion. The next match was Amell and Neville against King Barrett and Stardust. The match was good, and I thought Amell did a pretty decent job as being a celebrity guest star, teaming up with Neville in this match. But the match was pretty decent, and I told you to pick the celebrity to beat Barrett and Stardust, so they did not fail me. We had the next match, which turned out to be for the Intercontinental Championship. Ryback against Big Show against The Miz. I told you to pick Ryback to keep his Intercontinental title, and he did just that. Then we had the match, which was the mid-card match between Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns against Luke Harper, and Bray Wyatt. This match turned out to be pretty decent. Everyone wanted this heel turn to happen with Dean Ambrose. It did not happen. I told you to pick Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose to beat Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt, and they did just that. Then we get the match between John Cena and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins looked like a god in white, and that's the first time we've seen him wearing white. But wearing white, I guess, was the right thing for Rollins, and I thought the match was pretty good. But it was just a lot that went on. John Cena had his opportunity. Rollins, of course, had his opportunity. It was just a dynamic match. These two will give you a show, and they really did put on a show in Brooklyn. But it was Jon Stewart who I was scratching my head about the whole entire night as being host, doing this, doing that, and for him to do something like that to John Cena is a screw job in New York City, Cena's home state. Rollins gets to win. He's the new United States champion, and he keeps the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. So I don't even want to talk about that. I just didn't understand what WWE was thinking about getting Jon Stewart to screw John Cena. I guess, I don't know. Then we get the Team 3-Way Divas Elimination match. I meant to refer to that as an elimination match. I told you to pick Team Bella to win the match, but I told you Team Bad or Beautiful and Dangerous was not going to be winners of this. It turned out to be Paige, Charlotte, and Becky Lynn. That's Team PCB. Congratulations to them. And Stephanie mentioned something about whichever team won the match. I kind of got a feeling one of those three divas will get an opportunity at Nikki Bella's Divas title coming up in the next few weeks. Probably will start building up for Night of Champions. We'll have to wait and see what occurs there. Then we get Kevin Owens versus Cesaro. A pretty tight match. I told you that you was going to enjoy that match from top to bottom. I really enjoy Cesaro. I really enjoy Kevin Owens, even though I'm not a fan of Kevin Owens like that. He took a beat down from Finn Balor last night at NXT. I didn't think he was going to win this match, but he turned out to put the pop-up bomb on Cesaro and beat him. So Kevin Owens gets bragging rights as he beats Cesaro, and that's that. And the main event, Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. I thought the match was weird because Undertaker was doing what he did and Brock Lesnar was doing what he did. It's towards the end of the match which I'm being questioned, which is questioning me as to what was WWE thinking about. What was the ring bell thinking about when the referee started to count to one and then eventually rings the bell? But little did we know that The Undertaker in Brock Lesnar's little submission move tapped out. Referee did not see it. He made the match continue, and after all that melee, Brock got low blow by Undertaker, and Undertaker put him in the last ride, and then eventually the dead man walking thing where he puts you by your neck and grabs you with your head, and Brock Lesnar puts his middle finger up, and that was his way of saying, fuck you, you win, and whatever, blah, 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 blah. I told you to pick Undertaker to win the match, and he won by submission, but it shouldn't have had to been taking all of that to win the match. I thought Undertaker would win pretty much how Brock Lesnar did Undertaker at WrestleMania 30. So it is what it is. So now what does WWE do? Do they keep these two on the shelf for a while until WrestleMania, or will they have one more match or something? Who knows? But I think Undertaker's final match will be at WrestleMania, because I don't think we're going to see any more of Undertaker until next year in Dallas at the AT&T Stadium. One more match between these two, and I think this will be Undertaker's swan song. That's just my opinion, because Undertaker 50, and I still believe that they're going to have one more match, because he says, Brock Lesnar, you will not rest in peace, and that's why I clearly think it's going to be going down at WrestleMania next year, so we have to see what happens. So that's my review. I thought the show could have been a bit more better. Jon Stewart, I still believe he was not the greatest host at all, and for him to screw John Cena, I'm like really upset about that, but hey, it is what it is, because this is the WWE and you never know what goes down. What did y'all think about the show? Post your comments, let me know what you think. I'm TJ Harmon, aka Russell on YouTube, overrated on Twitter. I'll see y'all back here next month for a Night of Champions. See what the build up will lead up to tomorrow night's Raw, and from there on until then, I'll check you back soon. Take care. Thanks for watching.